just in the past 3 days, we found out yet again why Joe Biden hasn't made any public appearances. And since he announced his presidency, his run in 2020, why they keep him in the basement all the time. He is absolutely cooked. He doesn't give a damn anymore. He actually doesn't care, Taylor. And I think it's because he knows, listen, as lost and demented as he is, he's pissed. I think he's secretly pissed, Brandon, that Pelosi and Obama and the crew kicked him out. And he's doing everything, guys. He's wearing MAGA hats. He's yelling at people. He's lost his gourd, and he doesn't care. And I don't. Did you guys see what he did on Saturday, Rob? On Saturday, he was doing a press conference, and he was supposed to introduce the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi of India. He got confused and asked who he's introducing, and then he yelled. He goes like this. He's lost, and he goes, "Who's next?" Kelly, you haven't seen this, Taylor? No. Taylor, watch. Kelly, please play this video. Look at the anger. Watch.
I want to thank you all for being here, and now, who am I introducing next?
Watch.
Who's next?
Look at the audience. Look at the audience. They're like, what?
It's the best.
And then look at the assistant. Look at the assistant. And then
Distinguished guest
My favorite.
Minister of the Republic of India.
look at him. He's still loving. Bro, the guy in India.
He's right
could you
there.
imagine? Like, he's just like, who's next? Like, he's pissed. Brandon, he's pissed.
The guy's like next to him too, so that means he doesn't recognize who the person is.
Yeah, it's
And
the
there's an
leader.
Indian flag behind him.
It's the leader of India.
And
Go ahead.
Modi has been the leader of India for like a long time.
Yeah.
Like Biden has met this guy before. This is not some new person.
Yeah, turn
So
around.
He's right there.
I would have been like, stop yelling, Joe. Turn around. Like, Rob, like, do you agree, Rob, that he's at that point where he's pissed, Robbie, and he just doesn't care?
I think the hours in which he is aware that he is still the president, yes. And you would be too. You got pushed. You had 14 million people vote for you in the primaries to be the nominee, and then you were pushed out by Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. So imagine your entire life you've dedicated to politics. Whether or not he's dedicated it to enrich himself or enrich the country is, something that people can debate. But the fact of the matter is he was a public servant for 50 years, and now after a 50-year career at your peak, and you're getting ready to go into the next and win. Maybe win your second reelection and be your two-term sitting president, you're pushed out by the deep state.
I'd be pissed, Rob.
too.
He's pissed. Even though, imagine, Rob, he's probably just sitting around going, I should be mad about something. Oh, yeah. It just hits him.
Well, Jill probably reminds him.
Oh, of course.
Did you see her at the cabinet meeting?
She was sitting in the front. She was leading the meeting. It's like, who are you?
Yes. So I think if anybody is telling him or getting in his ear that he's pissed, my wife would do the same thing. She'd be like, you should be doing this. You should be doing that. Like that's what would happen.
Well, we've all met older people. They don't care. Like, they get to that point in their life, they say whatever they want, when they want, and it is what it is.
Yeah, and that's where he's at.
Presidents on their way out always have that kind of attitude. Like Obama infamously made that joke. Like, do you have an executive bucket list? Well, it rhymes with bucket list. In his last couple months.
Yeah.
So imagine that attitude with a person who has also lost their mind.
And that's what you
get. Joe Biden is what you get.
And you get Joe Biden. All right, guys. And I sent this to Kelly earlier today. This is an older video, just a couple weeks ago. And look, Tony Blinken normally would be losing his mind. In this video, he's kind of giggling because a reporter asked a question. I think he's Russian. And look at how, Rob, have you seen this one? Look how pissed off Biden gets. Kelly, play it.
President, what do you say to Vladimir Putin's threat?
I say to you, be quiet till I speak, okay? That's what I say. Good idea?
What do you say to Vladimir Putin's threat of war, sir? It's a serious threat.
Well, you got to be quiet. I'm going to make a statement here, okay?
By the way.
All right. Anyway.
By the way, losing his mind is an understatement. I think it's lost. It's never coming back. And then, and this is where the meat of it. This is where the creepy old Joe shows us who he really is and why they don't want him speaking. On Monday, he had New Jersey, New York, Gotham FC, the National Women's Soccer League champions, at the White House, and he gets on the mic and he says the staff doesn't allow him to have young girls on stage, but you know what? He's going to do it anyway because he's creepy, sleepy Joe Biden. Kelly, can you play this video?
I thought when I got to be president, I'd get to do things that I wanted to do, but my staff tells me what I can't do. But I'm going to do it anyway. all the young women, young kids out there that are out there, come on up and do this when we stand behind me. When we get
Okay. Like, I want. Okay.
So creepy.
I want everybody at home. If you heard, did you hear what he said? He said that he thought when he became president, he could do whatever he wants, meaning bring up young girls and have young girls around him, but his staff doesn't let him. Those are his freaking demented words. But dude, yeah, go ahead.
Look in the woman's face when he was speaking, by the way.
Yeah, she dude. By the way, I listen, and this is I'll get into it at the end, but bro, people of power, especially with him, and it's guess what? The majority of Democrats, they can say and do what, but people laugh. Like when he does stuff like that, everybody laughs. He's cute. He's an old man. Oh, you heard? Oh, he wants to be around young girls, even though the staff has to keep him away from this freaking creep. Okay, and I'm sure all this stems, this fear, because they kept him in the basement because of his dialogue and the way that he talks, and he just talks off the cuff. But the history and the instances of him groping and sniffing young girls. Guys, there are literally compilations of 20 minutes, 20 or more minutes, multiple ones, of him grabbing kids, sniffing them, grabbing their backs. Rob, you've seen this, right?
So
And
my
they feel
friend,
so uncomfortable.
I had a friend that turned me on to this in like 2017. He was like, there's all these photos of Joe Biden sniffing kids. And I was like, that doesn't exist. And then he pulled up, and it wasn't like one or two photos. It was an entire montage of Joe Biden being uncomfortably around children that weren't his. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I called you the crazy one. I was sitting here going, you're crazy. Joe Biden doesn't sniff kids. And then there's literal photographic evidence, a montage of it.
I love
that
that-
shows that there is.
I love that you said montage because it's French. You said it properly.
Montage.
Guys, and I'm going to show this. I think he just got sworn in as a vice president. Either he's in the White House or his office. But guys, genuinely watch this and you tell me. And I do not respect the parents. I don't care who the hell he is. I don't care how famous and how happy are that you there. He is touching these underage girls. They're clearly uncomfortable. The parents aren't doing anything. And this just shows you why the staff keeps Joe Biden away from young girls. Kelly, please play this clip.
stand right next to me. There you go. And then
Look, ripping. Look.
got it. Okay.
His hand. Is that cool? Is that cool? Dude, this girl actually posted something about. Look. Rubbing. Look, he's trying to kiss her. Get out of there, dude. You're not my grandfather. Look at the father.
Do you remember that, George?
Mother, look where his hand is. Guys, how is that allowed?
Hey, Angel, how old are you? You're 12. What you doing?
Biden, I'm a pervert. Touching her head.
The problem is,
Rubbing.
you know, you guys, you got to...
I love people. He loves he loves kids. Yeah, I'm sure he does.
I like kids better than people.
Laughing. Yeah. Look at this little girl. She moves away because his hand is on her breast. Like, get up. Look at it. Dude, the little kid knows what's going on. What are you doing?
It's so cringy. I'm like,
It's disgusting. Yeah.
My own grandfather is a kind, affectionate guy who has never touched any of his own grandkids like this.
Okay, so, and by the way, let's not pretend, by the way, because they protect this guy, let's not pretend that Joe Biden hasn't had a history of sexual allegations against him from women. I'm going to make the list. Tara Reid, Lucy Flores, Amy Lapos, DJ Hill, Caitlin Caruso, Vail Corn-Yont, Sophia Karasik, Ali Kahl, just to name a few. And, like, let's not forget his daughter, right? Rob, go ahead,
His own
Rob.
daughter
Yeah.
is the biggest one. To
Yeah.
The Ashley Biden diary. If you believe that the diary actually belongs to Ashley
It is.
Biden,
It was corroborated. It was,
by her. She's
Yes.
the one that called the police department
Yeah.
and said, these people have my diary. And then in that diary, she talks about her father showering with her at an inappropriate age. If there's any victim that you can look to. The other ones,
Yeah.
I don't know their stories. I've heard Tara Reid.
Reid's pretty bad. but-
I had no idea the list was that long.
Oh,
by
it's
the way.
probably more that have it. Like I tell people all the time, bro. When you have a victim list, imagine all the other people that are scared and petrified because they don't want their name up there. They don't want to be recognized. It's a crap show. But
And then they try to frame Trump as somebody who has a creepy relationship with his daughter, but then they suppress and ignore this stuff. So, like, they don't give two shits about exposing sex crimes or anything. Like, they will. There's nothing they won't do to stop from exposing the people they care about.
no, absolutely not. And I've mentioned this, but and Connor, is it just me? And I'm being dead serious. I want your honest opinion. It seems like a leftist Democrat issue where he could get away with this. Diddy gets away with what he gets with. Epstein gets away.
Until
all
they're not
these-
useful anymore.
Until you're not useful. But man, mind you, but all these people praise him. Everybody on the left, Harvey Weinstein, Michelle Obama was like, he is the best. I love this guy. They all praise him, and it seems to me, don't get me wrong, Republicans, conservative priests, whatever the hell you want to talk about, they do bad stuff too. But this is like out in the open. You cannot tell me that doesn't make you feel uncomfortable watching that, what he does with little kids.
Well, I mean, the left has always had the reputation of being the party of sexual degenerates. That's always been a thing because they're on the progressive side, so they need to constantly push the envelope, whether it's Biden sniffing kids, Diddy and Epstein having sex parties, Obama allegedly getting head from a toothless male crack whore in a limo in Chicago.
What was his name? Larry Sinclair?
Yeah.
Bill Clinton. Like, it wasn't
But
even.
that's a different type of degenerate, though.
But it is. What do you mean?
Like, well, there's a JFK, Bill Clinton type of degenerate, where there's a traditional guy who's hooking up with girls, whatever. No big deal.
Bill Clinton was using a cigar on an okay.
Consensual, though.
Consensual, but hold on.
Oh,
but I know
you can't say that wasn't like on the level of Joe Biden. I think if anything, Clinton's worse.
Between consensual and not consensual, it's a big difference.
Well, I mean, he was on Epstein Island 52 times. I mean, those.
Epstein's plane.
Epstein's plane. Well, guess what? Going where? Who knows? Because if you have that type of status, well, there's secrecy and people kept off of lists. But let's not even get into his sexual. Juanita Broderick claims that he freaking raped her. He almost bit her freaking lip
if
off.
you've ever seen the photo of, I believe his name's Juan Williams, is the African American love child, according to him, of Bill Clinton. He looks strikingly like a young Bill Clinton. But Bill Clinton, I mean, okay, I'm not trying to defend Bill Clinton. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
What he was doing with the cigar was pervy and weird, right? We can all agree using a cigar on a gal is very inappropriate and crosses lines. Whether it was consensual or not, still pervy behavior from the Democratic Party.
And not to take-
You go back to JFK, even JFK's a little weird because there were reports that Marilyn Monroe also slept with Bobby Kennedy. I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, I don't know. You have brothers.
I've heard-
Would you ever swap a girl with your brothers?
Absolutely not.
Me neither. It'd be
No, it's
weird.
disgusting.
If it was Margot Robbie.
What's that again?
Well, it feels like Margot Robbie, though.
No,
Well, and didn't
okay.
Joe Biden's son do once he
He
got
sure
away,
did.
ended up
He sure did.
Hunter Biden slept with
Hunter
Bo, his dead brother's wife.
yeah, started being with his
And
wife.
was doing crack and coke. Got
That's
her hooked on
even
drugs.
Got her hooked on drugs, yeah.
Oh, what a family, bro. It just drives me crazy. And it seems to me, and it's not like I'm going out on a limb, but it's a very strong limb. These people like Joe Biden and them are so protected. It's unbelievable. They literally get away with anything that they want. Because you know what, Rob? When 98% of the mainstream legacy lying demonic media has your back, those stories never make it. That compilation, if it wasn't for X, you would never see that. You would have to dig so deep into the archives and look up Joe Biden, White House, sworn in, something just to find it. So it's
The unfortunate thing is that it shouldn't be that impactful anymore. Like, the mainstream media has lost their level of impact and potency, so it's weird that we have a bigger voice now than they do, but the impact is less substantial. And I mean, I think it's because they're trained on how to program and embed things in people's minds, and we don't know how to do that yet. I mean, the majority of people don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah, and it's constant, right? And I feel like it's very interesting too because it's the same party for Me Too, and so they make up or they bring to light all these situations, try and tear down men and do all these things for the most part. Not saying it's good or bad, but older individuals, women. But when it comes to kids, it's like silence. Like, that is so inappropriate and creepy. And the fact I was like literally cringing when you guys were showing me that. Like, that was very weird to watch. However, it goes to show that it's whatever's convenient for the narrative. And if it's, and a lot of times the people in power, like you're saying, the Democratic Party, having this because there's a level of control in it too, right?
Yeah.
Because of course they're creeps. Like, look what they've done and look at the power and look what the authority they're trying to do. And then they can hold something, Diddy. All of it's blackmailed.
Yep.
I think it's even creepy when you position the self that they let their kids in these environments. I think parents need to take more of responsibility. Like Justin Bieber, like at the age that he was, why is he even going? I don't care if they're the most famous people that can, make his career blow up. They're way older than him. He's like 13, 15 years old at this time. It's very creepy.
I couldn't agree with you more. There's a lot of responsibility to go around, but it's like When you know you're untouchable, you do whatever the hell you want. Hunter Biden is one of the most perfect examples, along with his father. This guy, listen, guys, the Hunter Biden laptop, I heard that people that were looking at what was on it, Rob, had to take breaks because they couldn't take it, okay? The evidence is there. It's in your face. It's in law enforcement's hand, FBI, Department of Justice. What happens? Absolutely nothing. The guy's protected by Secret Service, and he literally, I believe, can get away with murder. I know he's in trouble. Oh, he got, indictments, whatever. His father's going to pardon him, and he's going to be fine. None of these people go to jail, okay? Joe Biden will never see prison for all the crap that he's done. Bill Clinton, bro, a girl could come forward, because I believe all women. I think you guys should too, right? That was the left's demand.
Hashtag
Believe
me too.
all women. A girl could come on and be like, I have proof. Here's a video. Bill Clinton raped me. He would not go to jail. Period. That's how it works. That's how elite they are. They'll never see the inside of a jail cell.
His daughter has a diary saying that his father, who is the president, was showering with him.
An
Nothing.
unappropriate age,
Yeah.
nothing. She's like, it was stolen. I don't give a damn. The meat of what was in it, you can't deny that.